We start our program with the Diaoyu Islands at the heart of a territorial dispute for China and Japan. Beijing has voiced a firm opposition to the inclusion of the area in the US-Japan Security Treaty. It comes in response to comments made by US President Barack Obama in an interview with the Yomiuri Shimbun newspaper. Yu Li takes a look.
A resolute stance to a bitter territorial dispute. China reaffirmed its sovereignty over the Diaoyu Islands and added Chinese forces would remain vigilant during patrols to its territory.
We are paying close attention to the military moves by the Japanese side. At the same time, Chinese military forces will continue to patrol relevant areas. Japan likes to dramatize the situation and exaggerate what the U.S. can offer.
The comment came after U.S. President Barack Obama, currently on a visit to Japan, stated that U.S.-Japan security applied to the disputed islands.
We don't take a position on final sovereignty determinations with respect to Senkakus, but historically they have been administered by Japan.
The U.S.-Japan Treaty of Mutual Cooperation and Security, signed in the 1950s, requires Washington to come to Japan's defense if it is attacked. In response to Obama's remarks, China expressed its clear opposition to the islands being included in the treaty.
China firmly opposes the inclusion of the Diaoyu Islands into the U.S.-Japan Treaty. Here I want to point out, the U.S.-Japan Security Treaty was formed during the Cold War, and it cannot be applied to a third party and should not harm China's territorial sovereignty.
China and Japan have conflicting claims to the remote islands around which are believed to be rich oil reserves. Relations between the two countries have been repeatedly strained in recent years due to the territorial dispute. Japan occupied the Diaoyu Islands during the Sino-Japanese War in 1895. After World War II, the islands were returned to China in accordance with such international legal documents as Cairo Declaration and Potsdam Proclamation. In 2012, Tokyo announced it was purchasing and nationalizing the Diaoyu Islands, seriously straining China-Japan relations. CCTV.